gvolps, szorg, Lzwvmmh. We connect to the energy. Gvolps, szorg, Lzwvmmh. We connect to the legacy. Gvolps, szorg, Lzwvmmh. We connect to the memory of those that were, those that are, and those that are to come. John M. Honeycutt, December 7th, 1936. Bessie G. Honeycutt, September 15th, 1936. Ellen McCohen, November 1st, 1936. Virginia Perry Woodlife, December 18th, 1936. R.G. King, February 7th, 1937. Roy Richard Halstead, South Carolina, S2, U.S. Naval Reserve, World War II, October 7th, 1926 to July 16th, 1956. Carrie E. Kenmore, April 6th, 1937. Jason C. Greer, July 18th, 1957. Albert Ayers, May 18th, 1937. John Grover Childress, South Carolina, PVT, 1st Field Artillery, July 19th, 1937. John C. Shirley, August 22nd, 1937. Mary Elizabeth Burton, June 12th, 1961. Sarah Gosnell, September 5th, 1937. Reverend B.B. Hill, October 15th, 1938. Lurline B. Eskew, April 26, 1938. Annie Lee Sanders, January 24th, 1938. Geraldine Sprouse Davis, May 4th, 1972. Mary L. Peahuff, March 13th, 1943. James H. Smith, April 1st, 1935. Rosa S. Chapman, 1944. Miss Velma Smith, 1968. W. Jerry Smith, September 8th, 1976. Martha Guest, October 30th, 1960. L. Conway Elledge, July 19th, 1935. Annie Bell Young Fuller, March 3rd, 1988. B. F. Jones, June 3rd, 1935. Connie Hasty, June 26th, 1933. 35. Geo W. Blair, March 3rd, 1972. Annie Morell Hutchinson, November 13th, 2020. Marion Richard Carthers, July 23rd, 1935. February 14th, 1907 birth is Yvette. We don't see anything. William D. Hembry, February 7th, 1936. Molly Hyde Hembry, August 29th, 1935. Wiley Q. Hill, September 5th, 1935. Ruby K. Hill, born May 15th, 1908. M. Alice Thornhill, January 17th, 1949. Morgan N. Free, September 11th, 1935. Clarence M. Trainham, October 31st, 1935. Maddie E. Bobb, August 18th, 1978. B. Frank Chambers, November 13th, 1936. John D. Webster, South Carolina, Private U.S. Army, March 6, 1938. Essie Ma Bradley, November 5th, 1937. Mary Bell Smith, September 19th, 1938. Hattie Dunn Henderson, 1935. Robert B. Morris, South Carolina, Private U.S. Army, August 9th, 1938. Born July 12th, 1894. Ansel G. Drummond, February 13th, 1935. Nora G. Sexton, January 24th, 1935. Doris L. Jones, March 20th, 2014. K. G. King, January 1st, 1935. Molly Allison, March 19th, 1935. Benjamin Franklin Ingle, November 29th, 1934. Ellie B. Ellenberg, November 28th, 1969. Clennon McLeese Ellenberg, October 4th, 1934. E.H. Lankford, July 27th, 1936. Carrie W. Brett, September 2nd, 1934. Jesse L. Kimbrough, August 15th, 1935. Duncan Connor, July 9th, 1934. Ma T. Connor, November 9th, 1965. William J. Stewart, June 28th, 1934. Rosa Lee Hill, August 11th, 1956. William David Simpson, June 20th, 1934. Annie Lee Simpson, April 30th, 1886 birth. Warren Avery Barker, Co-A, 16, North Carolina, State Trooper, October 16th, 1845 to January 6th, 1936. John L. Lankford, December 14th, 1932. Mary A. Brogg, April 11th, 1941. Sergeant Moore, December 11th, 1906 to October 17th, 1938. Benjamin F. Galloway, June 12th, 1938. Amanda A. Evett, January 18th, 1933. George Davis, July 1st, 1932. Estelle S. Wilson, December 5th, 1933. Addie Jenkins Davis, October 26, 1932. Thomas D. Wilson, August 12th, 1936. Maggie E., wife of A.W. Lanier, November 7th, 1932. Anima R. Callahan, April 6, 1937. Eula H. Bowers, November 25th, 1932. Hester Bradley Murphy, April 8th, 1937. Sarah Elizabeth Odom, June 25th, 1933. J. Eugene Jones, November 2nd, 1936. Walter C. Allen, South Carolina, February 2nd, 1933. SUP 10TN, so Tennessee, 5th Division. William T. Daniel Jr., 1933. Effie C. Hawkins, January 29th, 1970. Henry J. Hawkins, June 3rd, 1933. Maddie S. Morris, February 4th, 1935. Walker P. Morris, July 8th, 1933. Lily M. Harris, June 22nd, 1938. Something... I don't know, kind of like a triangle. Pretty low. J.E.M. Simmons, June 4th, 1938. Elizabeth McCracken, December 28th, 1936. Bella Jones, June 17th, 1932. Kenny Kisson, wife of J.W. Below, June 21st, 1936. Alma J. West, May 17th, 1932. Addie Jones, February 28th, 1895. Clarence Withers, May 6th, 1915. Claude Withers, May 5th, 1932. Blanche Tollison Lindley, March 19th, 1932. Jeff B. Galloway, February 27th, 1932. Omi C., wife of B.F. McKinley, August 12th, 1936. Mary E. Curry, October 28th, 1973. Albert S. Turner, September 17th, 1935. Victoria Rollins, January 1st, 1962. T.H. Boone, November 15th, 1931. Maria Boone, December 26th, 1939. B.F. Grant, February 2nd, 1934. F.E. Grant, September 23rd, 1938. Aaron Willis, September 10th, 1931. James Price, July 10th, 1934. Dan W. Millsaps, April 8th, 1931. William B. Teague, November 21st, 1944. W.F. Foster, November 27th, 1933. Annie Garney, September 12th, 1937. Elizabeth Ridley, September 1st, 1931. Walker J. Morgan, November 17th, 1930. Mary Jones, February 16th, 1933. James E. Simpson, September 20th, 1933. B. L. Paget, November 19th, 1930. Claire Sheridan, Beardwald, 1930. Clarence L. Roden, December 2nd, 1930. Maddie L. Snellgrove, May 4th, 1970. Mammy A. wife of B. Willis, March 2nd, 1936. Lee Hampton Caggle, South Carolina, Cup 31st Infantry, December 10th, 1936. Oh, 30. From the one angle it looked like. Okay. Adeline W. Stewart, January 7th, 1941. J. H. Stewart, December 30th, 1930. Archie Norris, January 5th, 1931. Florence Norris, born August 9th, 1877. Mary M. Mashburn, January 7th, 1950. Ruth S. Evans, April 4th, 1931. Ripard C. Sellers, December 1st, 1939. B.F. Wheeler, May 18th, 1931. J.G. King, July 23rd, 1931. C.T. Tigler, June 18th, 1933. Pearl Ross Kuhn, March 30th, 1934. Annie Ma Simmons, January 12th, 1935. Lily Pittman Richard, September 17th, 1932. Joe B. Crenshaw Sr., December 13th, 1937. Jesse N. Wilson, August 12th, 1938. Lily Cunningham Cox, 1938. Reverend Robert E. Johnson, June 10th, 1928. Sarah Morgan, March 23rd, 1933. T.W. and Ninnie Tinsley, March 4th, 1928. Mabel Fowler, October 8th, 1927. Emmy Jennings Rhodes, November 20th, 1926. Hetty J. Fenger, April 12th, 1924. Charles Noble, April 10th, 1924. Kitty R. Payne, October 30th, 1935. H.N. Kidd, March 17th, 1924. Lee Joseph Shepard, May 17th, 1936. J. Bunyan Burton, May 12th, 1934. Grady's Etrula Alexander, February 9th, 1924. R.W. Montgomery, February 10th, 1926. Dora Simmons Montgomery, 1934. Sally Kate Brown, January 6th, 1924. L.M. Wall, December 18th, 1926. It looks like a 6. No, that is a 16th, 1926. Alice Simpson, September 23rd, 1922. Daisy Thompson Tucker, February 13th, 1934. James N. LaFoy, March 14th, 1923. Billy Phillips, May 7th, 1929. And at some point after that, you see a lot less of the born in another country bit on the graves, and you even see a lot of born in a different part of the state and stuff at some point. Not usually, but if it's big enough of a grave. Hoyt Whitworth, September 26, 1928. Irving E. Fogarty, August 7th, 1930. Dolly Crawford, June 20th, 1928. Maud Duckett Whitworth, March 3rd, 1932. Glenn T. Fitz, Maryland Sergeant, Mud Department, March 27th, 1929. Oh, something medical, right? Oh, it does said at med department. Okay. Emmett E. Terry, January 18th, 1929. Lily Henderson, May 4th, 1929. Georgie M. Parker, March 9th, 1936. Henry H. Tumblin, February 28th, 1934. Mason G. Dowell, March 16th, 1947. Maddie N. Williams, October 10th, 1935. Pearl Sims, September 7th, 1929. Abira Landreth, April 3rd, 1934. P.N. Alverson, December 3rd, 1929. Alma Lawing Maynor, June 28th, 1935. Pearl Brown, December 4th, 1929. Maria Shepard, October 26, 1934. William H. McGaha, December 23rd, 1929. Sophie M. Simmons, November 29th, 1935. Jason, or is it James? J-A-S. W. Davis, April 1st, 1930. Tommy L. Davis, March 20th, 1936. No, that's going to be too much. Hayward H. Brown, West Virginia, Private Co. E. 109, Infantry 28th Division, World War I, August 2nd, 1919. John Whitco, December 29th, 1921. H. Lee Reed, June 3rd, 1922. Daisy B. Herbert, 1949. Never know what people mean by that. Leona M. Herbert, September 30th, 1930. Hazel L. Herbert, May 16th, 2002. Willie C.A., February 1st, 1932. Carrie Fowler, May 21st, 1942. Daisy Bell Posey, July 28th, 1930. Nita E. Farmer, October 4th, 1930. Albert B. Edwards, November 22nd, 1889. December 28th, 1943. Co. D. 118th Infantry 30th Division. Mamie Jackson Holtzclaw, December 17th, 1943. J.C. Etris, July 11th, 1943. Thomas C. Bingham, June 15th, 1943. Grady W. Evester, June 7th, 1943. Emma Smith Moore, February 10th, 1943. Lular T. Painter, February 2nd, 1943. Kathleen Garin Turner, January 7th, 1943. Minnie B. Alexander, December 18th, 1942. Carrie Russell Watkins, August 3rd, 1942. Addie R. Callahan, January 22nd, 1944. Margaret Allen, July 11th, 1942. Cooley B. Moore, June 11th, 1942. Trahan Noxie, or is it Noxie L. Trahan? May 27th, 1942. H. Hudson Neighbors, August 9th, 1941. Jesse W. Stansell, Co. M2, South Carolina Infantry, Spanish-American War. Ernest E. Holt, March 15th, 1941. William N. Grant, January 1st, 1941. Ginger A. Hedden, December 18th, 1995. Sarah K. McDuffie, December 13th, 1940. Hillard C. Vaughn, December 12th, 1940. Drew Weathers, December 9th, 1940. Capers Jones, February 14th, 1939. Zoni Jones, November 30th, 1940. James Edward Campbell, October 8th, 1940. Ernest Tal Bobo, June 18th, 1940. Raymond B. McClure, April 25th, 1940. Miss Eliza Pack Hosey, April 16th, 1940. James Franklin Rigdon, April 8th, 1940. John William Tench, June 11th, 1944. Louise R. Gilliland, March 8th, 1940. Gilliland. Reverend S. D. Cooper, March 3rd, 1940. George Washington Bradley, January 25th, 1940. Frances Erlene Sandlin, October 31st, 1939. Henry Pink Jones, 1939. I wonder why his nickname was Pink. Armenta Stanberry Jenkins, April 2nd, 1939. Carrie Lee, June 12th, 1947. T. Otis Leslie, South Carolina Private, 2nd Tennessee Regiment, February 28th, 1897 to April 14th, 1944. Carl H. Lee, April 16th, 1944. James R. Cosby, April 6, 1940. Zellie Cosby, April 19th, 1944. Ethel C. Payne, 1944. Viola G. Stiles, June 19th, 1944. R. E. Tarrant, July 20th, 1944. Viola White Coon, February 17th, 1945. Hannah Smith McCullough, March 19th, 1945. Dora Cole Brock, May 16th, 1945. Howard Fillmore Campbell, South Carolina, OM, 3CL, U.S. Navy, October 5th, 1896 to September 2nd, 1945. Willie Mahill, October 28th, 1945. R. E. Davis, December 16th, 1945. Leroy Melton, Tech 5, U.S. Army, World War II, September 26, 1907 to December 25th, 1945. William Volroth, January 10th, 1946. Folger Rackley, January 12th, 1946. Annie Williams, February 27th, 1946. Louis Leslie, March 5th, 1946. Ida M. Pearson, March 23rd, 1946. Starling Sizemore, March 23rd, 1946. Lily M. Pritchett, June 26, 1946. Odell Etris, August 17, 1946. Charles W. Sloan, 1946. Emma Wells, September 10th, 1946. Harper Eugene Huff, February 10th, 1947. J. Wilson Staton, May 26, 1947. James Morello, August 1st, 1947. Viola Patterson, September 2nd, 1947. Hattie King, September 23rd, 1947. Lizzie T. Nelson, September 30th, 1947. Alma Cleveland, December 21st, 1947. Lily Hill Julian, December 23rd, 1947. Walter O. Moore Sr., 1948. Gaston Hayden Whitworth, February 27th, 1948. Annie Ma Addis, 1948. Ruby Sellers Brown, March 13th, 1954. Jackie Brown, February 9th, 1996. Dover C. Speed, December 16th, 1953. Gustavus W. Foster, South Carolina, Sergeant 118th Infantry, 30th Division, World War I, August 7th, 1893 to December 13th, 1953. Leslie G. McJunkins, 1953. Mass Scott Duncan, November 7th, 1953. Jeff Turner Whitworth Sr., Private 1, U.S. Navy, World War II, November 4th, 1920 to December 27th, 1998. Ruth L. Callan, February 2nd, 1953. Annie Boiter, January 28th, 1953. Raymond Eugene Crompton, July 8th, 1957. Junior E. Or is it A.E. Davis Jr.? December 12th, 1952. Rosa Lee Morgan, October 11th, 1952. William F. Bryson, South Carolina, First Sergeant, Co. 1 I-349 Infantry, World War II. Essam and Ulk, December 6, 1920 to January 29, 1953. Paul L. Cook, September 11, 1953. Claude Huff, 1953. Clifford B. Butler, September 23rd, 1946. Benjamin F. McKinley, January 27th, 1953. Billy Joe Barber, September 19th, 1952. Maggie H. Sargent, April 21st, 1952. Horace B. Kelly, January 20th, 1952. Ethel I. Harper, November 21st, 1951. Julius V. Brown, July 15th, 1950. Bessie G. Askew, 1949. J.D. Clardy, March 2nd, 1949. Martha McLean Knowles, January 23rd, 1949. Sally Hembry Lee, November 27th, 1948. George Edward Bennett, November 17th, 1948. James Seaborn Chambers, March 4th, 1949. J.P. Alexander, October 17th, 1948. Mammy A. Gay Marie, October 15th, 1948. J.C. Brown, October 8th, 1948. Mildred Tilson Boiter, June 16th, 1948. Something very subtle when you touch the spot, but not really above it. Hubert Claude Stacy, Alabama, Private U.S. Army, World War I and II, February 25th, 1898 to September 28th, 1958. Florence Elizabeth, September 5th, 1958. Calvin E. Broom, August 10th, 1958. Neil Thompson, May 18th, 1958. Inez H. Moore, April 25th, 1958. Alta Blackwell, 1958. Ola Burdette, April 5th, 1958. Joe Nix, March 11th, 1958. Donnie N. Kirk, December 21st, 1957. Charles Eugene, December 4th, 1957. Edgar Durham Jr., South Carolina, Sergeant Army, Air Forces, World War II, March 21st, 1907 to November 9th, 1957. James A. Davis Jr., October 12th, 1957. Claude Owens Davis, July 7th, 1957. Grover M. Rogers, Sonny Boy, March 8th, 1957. Thomas L. Gaddy, South Carolina, Pirate First Class, Co. Age 28th Infantry, World War I, February 8th, 1892 to February 1st, 1957. Ray F. Brown, April 21st, 1957. Alice D. Williams, 1956. Mary Frances Baldwin, August 18th, 1956. Leroy Towery, July 13th, 1956. William M. Upton Jr., South Carolina, Private Headquarters, Battery 407th FA, GP, World War II, February 21st, 1923 to February 5th, 1956. Douglas L. Casey, November 13th, 1955. John Monroe Hewitt, South Carolina, S1, U.S. Naval Reserve, World War II, February 5th, 1908 to December 20th, 1959. Samuel E. Pocus, South Carolina, Private COD 26 Infantry, World War I, June 26, 1901 to August 13th, 1955. Ruth S. Teague, July 31st, 1955. Ella G. Ledbetter, June 19th, 1955. Letta B. Whitehead, 1955. Eva Hall Brown, 1955. Thomas M. Duncan, South Carolina, Private First Class, Co. B. 263rd Engineering Combat Bin, World War II, April 20th, 1913, November 14th, 1959. Andrew Martin Landreth, March 31st, 1955. Raymond P. Allen, South Carolina Private, Co. C. 304th Field Artillery, World War II, May 14th, 1920 to March 1st, 1959. Junia Nolan, February 2nd, 1955. James E. Fitzgerald, December 27th, 1954. Philip Cook Williamson, September 27th, 1954. Vivian Kenmore, August 24th, 1954. Ellison C. Blackstone, July 19th, 1954. John L. Hughes, January 4th, 1955. Willie W. Gibson, March 25th, 1954. Hattie R. Cox, November 6, 1958. Otis E. Cox, CM2, U.S. Navy, World War II, January 4th, 1909 to February 22nd, 1982. Robert Lee Rowland, South Carolina, Corporal 8, Corps, Artery Park, World War I, June 23rd, 1894 to December 23rd, 1954. Gvolps, szorg, Lzwvmmh. Reconnect to the memory. Gvolps, szorg, Lzwvmmh. Reconnect to the legacy. Gvolps, szorg, Lzwvmmh. Reconnect to the energy of those that were, those that are, and those that are to come.